Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the In Conversation with session. I'm glad to welcome our guest, Mr. Shweta Kumar Rangarao. He's a renowned wildlife photographer. We all are happy to have him today with us and would like to know more about him. I request our principal ma'am to introduce Sir and tell us more about him.
Yeah. Thank you, Priyanshi. Very well said. And I would like to welcome Mr. Rangarao. This is a virtual meet. Looking forward to having you physically in our school very soon. But now this situation demands that we are meeting virtually. But we thought that this is a good opportunity to have you with us. To start with, I would like to tell you that this In Conversation with series we normally have on every Wednesdays, and wherein we have people coming from various stream and various fields and sharing their journey, sharing their experiences with us. So without like when we talk about Universal High School provides a platform to our student wherein we give them an opportunity to explore and learn more, and this is one of the way which we try. So we welcome you on this virtual meet. A warm welcome from Universal High School. And yeah, in Conversation with series, and here we have Mr. Rangarao with us in this In Conversation with. And one thing which is very important is Sir is a wildlife photographer, and he focuses on the heritage revival. That's very, very important, and it is the need of the hour. He is from the erstwhile royal family of Bowilly. That's also a great. You can see the photograph over here. So he also has that good, background as well. And he's a passionate photographer. That's one thing which I liked, and I can see him how he is, using his camera to click the photograph. And today we will be listening to him that how adventurous it has been, and how he got into it, and how difficult it is for for you to go for this wildlife photography. People love to do it, but the thing is, when it comes to the wildlife photography, there is lots of risk as well. So we would like to listen to you, sir. And we would without taking any time over here, I would request you to share with us your journey so that children get inspired. So the platform is all yours, sir. Mr. Rangarao.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Let me share with you that it's a matter of pleasure and honor being part of this show. I would like to thank the faculty and the management of Universal High School, Aurangabad, for providing me an opportunity to present India's rich heritage, rich natural heritage, especially our environment and our national animal, the greatest animal for me, the tiger, to the young budding children. This is very important as we need to preserve our nature because of deforestation and our jungles coming down, the animals grossly decreasing. We know what the I don't have to tell the children about it. So we need to preserve nature. We need to save our animals. We need our forests to grow so that they provide us, our future generations, a good world for us to live on.
Very true, sir.
Yeah. My wildlife journey started at a very young age. Whenever there were holidays, I was born and brought up in Chennai. And my father used to take us to the Nilgiris biosphere, namely to Mudumalai, Bandipur. Whenever we had a holiday, we used to drive down. So I was exposed to wildlife and national parks at a very young age. Tigers, of course, my first tiger was in 1986. We were driving to Ooty. We were driving to Ooty through the Bandipur highway. My father was driving and he just randomly spotted he had very good eyes and he spotted a tiger, huge male tiger. I still remember that, though I was only 6 years old that time. I do still remember the tiger. Vaguely, I do remember that tiger. And it started off like that. Serious wildlifing started when I settled down in my native place in Bobli. That was in 1999, and I started going to the national parks in 2008. And
Okay.
the interest for photography started in 2015-16 with a basic
Okay.
camera. Then
Okay.
it became a passion and a hobby. I don't sell my pictures. Of course,
Right.
for any good charitable cause, I do donate my pictures free of cost.
That's great, sir. That's great.
Thank you. And we'll start off with the photography presentation,
Yes.
where I have showcased many of the popular photographed tigers of India and tiger behavior and other mammals as well. So shall we start the show?
Yes, yes. Would love to see it. Yes, children, say yes if you want to see. Yeah, that's great.
Select చేయాలా?
వీడియో స్టాప్ చేస్తాను 1 minute.
పర్వాలేదు, చెయ్.
A few photographs I have already showed it to you, right? So, and sir has been, like he's a renowned wildlife photographer, and he's going to show you all those photographs which he clicked, and his experience during that session. So he'll be sharing his experience related to that as well. So we'll just wait for a second. And once he starts with the presentation, he'll explain it to you how we went through, when we say that wildlife, it's basically going to the jungles, national parks and all sanctuaries and visiting there. And then, normally we say that we do visit the sanctuaries and national park, but if you're lucky, then only you get a chance to see these animals, right? And I think sir has been really very lucky, and he has captured the animals from different angles and from different areas. Yes, sir. Anyone else who?
Ma'am, just give me a minute. Just give me a
Yes,
minute.
sure, sir. Sure, sir. Not a
Thank
problem.
you.
Anybody else interested in wildlife photography? Raise your hand. Show your virtual hand. Okay, I can see many of you. Oh, that's great. That's great. So you can also ask about the ideas. Sir will also share, the ideas which you can use while clicking the wildlife. It's. I must say that it's quite adventurous. No doubt, it's risky as well. So you need to be smart enough and brave enough, isn't it? I remember my grandfather, going for the photographic session. He also used to love. So he had experienced once. He had gone to the forest in one of the areas in my hometown, and that journey was really very very interesting. So let's see what sir has in store for us. Till that, yeah. Are you able to present it, sir? Yes, do you have any experience of clicking the photographs? Do you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
any? Yes?
Yes.
So which all animals you have clicked? Tell me.
Ma'am, like squirrels and what pigeons, parrots, like
Oh,
that. Yes, ma'am. And flowers.
flowers also. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
that's great. That's interesting. Even I love photography. Who else from 9th and 10th standard?
Luckily, I have
Are there?
camera,
Did
ma'am.
you try? Did you give a try?
Ma'am, I haven't given a try for wildlife photography, but I love going for nature photography and I have many photos.
Oh, so what we can do is, once this session ends, no, after that work for you all, you collect your photographs and share it with us. Yes, I can see, sir. Yes, sir, you can start.
Ma'am, is my first picture available? Can you
Yes,
see
yes,
on
we
the
can
screen?
see. We can
Yeah.
see.
I'm starting off from Tadoba. This is one of the most, she's one of the most photographed tigresses in India. She is called Maya. I have been seeing her as a cub right when she was 3 years old. In 2011, I saw her first, and that journey just continues. She continues to just enthrall the tiger lovers of India with her fantastic bold sightings, making kills, mating, cubs. It's always a ramp walk and a show when she walks.
Okay.
She's called Maya.
Maya.
And you can see the beauty. This was on a winter morning in her favorite Pandarponi meadows. And you can see her beauty in the picture.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
Thank
sir.
This is a cub of Maya's. This photograph has won me a lot of accolades. It was stretching on the tree, and you can see the water droplets also coming
Yes.
off.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and you can see the small claws. This is another tiger behavior where tigers stretch on trees.
Okay. Lovely, sir. Lovely.
Thank you. I was the second photographer to document a semi-melanistic black panther in Tadoba in Central Indian region.
Mhm.
This was in the Kholsa range of Tadoba. A Dutch foreigner photographed it, but it wasn't clear enough. But
Okay.
I was the second photographer. This picture won me a lot of accolades and name
Wow.
and fame. It's a semi-melanistic. It's now moved to the Tadoba area. From the Kholsa range, it has moved to the tourist area of Tadoba. And he's quite, at least once a week, or once in 10 days, he's still seen and photographed.
Just see those shining eyes, you know?
Yes. It's semi-melanistic. There's a black panther in Kabini as well, in Nagarhole National Park, which
Okay.
is much darker. But you
Oh.
can see the rosettes here are clearly visible.
Right, right.
This is another picture of the black panther the same day that I photographed
Okay.
of Tadoba.
Mm.
This is a very peculiar tiger behavior called the Fleeman's response.
Okay.
Where a tiger, a male or a female, if it smells, if it gets the smell of another tiger,
Right.
male or a female, it
Mhm.
makes this expression, and it's called the Fleeman's response.
Okay.
Yeah,
Closing the eye and,
Yeah.
putting out. the
really.
tongue. Okay.
This is one of the most photographed males of India again, the Matasur male. He's a very handsome guy. Of course, he's still going on. This also, the tiger was climbing on top of a plateau when I got this picture. This also won me a lot of accolades, this picture.
How far you
The
were
Matta-
there while clicking this
There's
photograph?
40, 50 yards.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Thank you. She's another famous tigress in Tadoba. She's called Choti Tara. She has a radio collar around her neck. Very pleasant, very bold, and she's contributed a lot to the gene pool of Tadoba. Her name is Choti Tara.
Choti Tara.
Yeah.
And the tail up?
Yeah, actually, I got it because we click a number of shutters in a second.
Huh.
So when you put her tail up, I got
At
this
that
picture.
second you have clicked that.
Yeah. This is a very famous female called the Junabai female.
Wow.
She comes from the Kolara buffer of Tadoba.
Mhm.
And this was with her 3 cubs. All 4 of them were looking at the camera. Of course, the 4th
Yes.
cub, I didn't get her tongue out. Otherwise, it would have been a very...
Correct,
I
correct. The
can't-
third one. Yeah. Yes, yes. See, you noticed
I
that.
will do-
We never noticed, like, you know,
Yeah.
you were,
Three
Yeah.
of them have their tongues out, but the 4th one, unfortunately,
fourth
he
one was posing, sir. He was busy.
it was
posing.
too curious for the camera.
Exactly, exactly.
This came in the Times of India also, this picture.
Okay.
This came in the Times of India also.
Very,
This is in the buffers of Tadoba, called the Kolara Madnapur buffer. And the female is the Junabai female.
okay.
She's also a photographed tigress.
Nice.
This is again Choti Tara with her 3 cubs.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is how tiger tourism is. Gypsies, how people see the tiger in a national park.
Oh.
Usually it's not so crowded, but just for the children to get a general idea how tiger tourism is, how we go in a gypsy and how the tourists see the tiger, I
Yeah.
have showcased this picture.
Okay.
So how bold the tigers are, and if you give them space and if you give them privacy, they have absolutely no problem to walk with any number of gypsies around.
Okay.
This is again the legendary Maya. She carried that wild boar kill for her cubs, for her cute babies for almost 3.5 kilometers. We followed her for 3.5 kilometers, and how considerate their mothers are, and how if she wanted, she could have eaten the kill there, but she took the trouble of carrying that kill for 3.5 kilometers just to give breakfast to her cubs. That's how caring and how well tiger mothers bring up their children, the cubs.
Right. Mothers, after all.
Yeah. Tigers are very, very good swimmers. They swim very well. This is just to showcase their swimming capabilities. They cross big rivers, and you can see, can you see the fish flying behind the tiger back?
Right, white.
Yeah. This was a rare documentation, so that's why I shared. This is another on a winter morning, a majestic male resting for us. This picture has got me a lot of accolades. This was one of my best. This is the youngest tiger cub I have captured, maybe 2 months old. She's from the Kolsa range of Tadoba. Her name is the Kuani female. From the legendary Shivaji bloodline. There was a legendary tiger called Shivaji, and she had a brother as well. Just then that Hindi movie had released Bunty and Bubbly. So she was named Bubbly and her brother was named Bunty. Of course, she went on to stay, and she's a very photographed, very bold tigress. And this is the youngest tiger cub I have captured. This is about 2 months old. You can see.
Achha, it's 2 months old.
Yeah, 2 months. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Now I have come to the Kanha National Park. Completely different ball game here. Very difficult jungle, beautiful jungle, but very, very, very difficult to track tigers here. The guides, the drivers are all experts. You have to listen a lot. Very, very difficult. This is a photograph of a very shy female called the Buindabra female. We were a single gypsy, and though she was very, very thirsty after making kill, it took her to travel only 50 meters. It took her 2 hours just to come and drink water. And just before going into the bushes, she just turned once, where I got this photograph of hers, the Buindabra female.
Awesome.
This is one of the most ruthless and one of the biggest male tigers of India. He is known as the Umarpani male. He has taken down more than 5 different iconic males, killed them, and has established his territory in Mukki and Kisli. He is known as the Umarpani male. He is the son of the legendary Munna tiger of Kanha. He is known as the Umarpani male. He is still going strong. He's still going strong. This is another photographed tigress, one of the most photographed tigresses, bold tigresses of Kanha. Her name is Naina. Naina. She's been christened Naina, and she's another bold. Can you see the spray marking?
Yes, we can.
That's a tiger behavior, where they mark their territories by spray marking. Yes, and to make it known to other rival or tigers or new tigers that you better back off. You better not come into my area. That's how. That's another tiger behavior.
So they are marking their territory.
Yes, they are marking their territory. Yeah. This is another bold female. It was raining. It was the dark rain clouds were hovering that day. The breeze was blowing. When this guy suddenly came out of that bamboo and stood and posed, he just froze.
He posed for you.
This was on June 30th. This was on June 30th, last show. You can see the bamboo, the leaves also blowing. Yes. That was because of the wind.
Right.
This guy is named Bahadur.
Okay.
Because he's very bold, he's named Bahadur.
Okay.
Another picture of him in the greens, the tiger. The contrast of orange and black in the green is just a sight to behold.
Nice combination.
Pictures, how many of you see, just seeing a tiger with your eyes, that sight is completely different.
I can understand that, sir.
This is another tiger behavior where the tigers try to reach up as high as possible to a tree, scratch marking and hugging the tree to make it known that to other enemy tigers, because male tigers and female tigers are very possessive of their areas. They need to be very possessive of their areas because they have to protect their cubs, and the male tigers have to protect their females, their families. So they see they try to go as high up as possible to intimidate other tigers who see, who smell, to make it known that you're going to deal with a very formidable adversary, better be careful.
Smart, huh?
He was one of the most photographed, most friendly, most camera friendly, most tourist friendly tiger in I've ever seen. His name was Chota Munna. Unfortunately, he's been missing from 2019. He was an absolute treat, ma'am. You just believe me. He was an absolute pleasure to watch, an absolute treat to watch. My hair, I'm just getting emotional just as I see this picture.
Right.
Unfortunately, he's no more. He's not been seen.
Okay.
He's just disappeared, vanished very suddenly.
I
But
can
he
see
was
the
one
grin,
that
you know,
you-
he's grinning.
Yes.
The grin
Yes,
of
that
his-
wink
Yes.
was very synonymous of him.
Yes.
That wink was very synonymous of him.
Hmm.
If you see about 100 pictures, at least 50 pictures will have that wink.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's very rare that he sees towards the camera.
Hmm.
He just doesn't lift his head up. He's so bold.
Okay.
His name was Chota Munna.
Chota Munna.
Yeah. Now we have come to Ranthambore. Ranthambore is known as the land of the tigers, but we got the shy leopard subadult through the undergrowth. So this is in Ranthambore National Park. It's in Rajasthan. We finished Tadoba. That's in Maharashtra.
Right.
We finished Kanha.
Yes.
That's in Madhya Pradesh. We've now come to Ranthambore, Rajasthan, one of the prime tiger habitats in India.
Yes.
This is in 50 degrees summer heat in the middle of the day at 1 o'clock, a tiger quenching her thirst. How there's an inseparable bond between water and tiger. Tigers love their water, be it monsoon, winter, summer, they just love water.
Hmm.
So the more the water, you just see what a small pool that water is. But
Yes.
still the tiger was so desperate, was so hungry, was so thirsty that she had to come out.
Right. Very true.
This picture won me a lot of accolades. These are two tiger cubs. They were
Okay.
very mischievous, very naughty. So their mother growled and scolded them. So they got scared and they hid behind the rock, and both of them are looking towards the mother.
Okay.
This
Nice
picture
story behind it,
has
huh?
won me a lot of accolades. This picture.
Right. Look.
This is just, I wanted to show you the relationship between a mother and a cub, how caring the mother is, how dependent the cub is on the mother, and how loving the mother is towards the cub. I just wanted to show you that affection.
Lovely it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's a tigress called Arrowhead. The prime real estate for tigers in Ranthambore is the lake area, the Rajbagh lake area. So
Okay.
legendary tigers have ruled the lake area, be it Machli, Sundari, Krishna, and now Krishna's daughter, Arrowhead, is ruling the roost there. This is Arrowhead with her cub.
Okay.
This is a mating core. These are the male tiger is a legendary tiger called Kumba, and a female is a very, very popular tigress in Ranthambore called Noor. This is a mating core
Mhm. Right.
in midday.
Mhm.
This is a very rare photographic situation.
Right.
Not many people get to photograph tigers mating.
Right. Right.
This has won me, picture has won me so many accolades, so many prizes, so many things. The mother was away from the cubs for a whole day, and once
Okay.
the mother came, all the cubs came, and just look at the affection. Just look at the mother is below, and the cub is just hugging, and look how tolerant the mother is.
Yes.
The tiger falling on her, the cub falling on her, the
Right.
nails scratching the face, but still just how tolerant towards the cubs the mother is, you can see in this picture.
Mother is known for that, sir.
Yes. We have come to South India now, where I was born and brought up in the jungles where we used to go. This is from Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. It was on an afternoon because my wildlife journey started there. I thought I should showcase a cat from the Nilgiris Biosphere.
Wow.
This is another tiger from Kabini, from the Kabini area, Nagarhole National Park. That again comes under the Kabini backwaters, divide Nagarhole National Park, Bandipur, Mudumalai, and Wayanad. All these come under, one is in Kerala, 2 are in Karnataka, 1 is in Tamil Nadu.
Right.
But all of them come under the Nilgiris biosphere.
Okay. Okay.
Another tiger there. This is seeing a male tiger in the southern Indian jungles is very rare. It was one early winter morning, male tiger just suddenly coming out of the bushes. We went immediately, clicked a few pics. He disappeared. This is again in Kabini. This is another non-tiger, a jackal, a wily predator. He is a very legendary leopard of Kabini. Kabini was known as the land of the leopards. He was known as Tonya.
Okay.
Tonya aka temple male. Why he was known as temple male, I will tell you.
Right.
And he is bolder than a tiger. You have 100 gypsies, 100 jeeps, he will just walk straight on the road. He is just not bothered.
Okay.
He was a king of the real sense. Another picture of him.
Nice.
There is a very ancient Chola temple patronized from thousands of years called the Gopala Devar Gudi.
Okay.
For the Tonya, the temple male, that was a favorite spot, a resting spot for him on top. So you can see the temple male coming down from the temple. It was called Gopala Devar Gudi. It's still called the idol, still there in the Mysore Maharaja's palace. But the temple, though it is in ruins, it is inhabited by sloth bears and leopards even to this day.
Okay. Very nice.
He is another legend of Kabini. He's called Scarface.
Okay.
Scarface, a legendary. This picture has also won me a lot of accolades because of the. You can see the silhouette behind.
Yes.
It was sunset. It was sunset that time.
Okay.
So against this background, I got this picture.
Very nice. That gives that effect actually. With that background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
This is again the temple male resting on the temple rock. That same series I'm showing you. What a legend he was.
Very
this is how
brave,
that's the Gopala Devar Gudi.
Okay.
The ancient Chola temple.
Okay.
This is how the temple is. This is the whole view of the temple.
Oh.
Yeah. And you can see below.
Yes.
Sloth bears usually sleep there.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah. This is the temple male resting.
Very grand. Very grand.
This is the whole structure.
Nice.
Thank you. Now we have come to Bandhavgarh National Park in Madhya Pradesh again. This is how when you're the first vehicle in a safari, tigers usually how they rest on the road when there is traffic. He was sitting on the road. He is from the legendary Bamera. There was a legendary male tiger called the Bamera. So it's his son. He's been christened as Mr. X. He's a very photographed male tiger of Bandhavgarh.
Very, very, very smart.
Another roadblock. This is of a female. She's known as the Dabadol female.
Okay.
And you can see she was heavily pregnanted.
Okay.
She delivered about 1 week later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's one of the legendary females of Bandhavgarh called the Suki Patiha female.
Okay.
And she has contributed a lot to the gene pool. You can see those quills on the face.
Yes,
Those are porcupine quills. She
correct.
must have made a porcupine kill.
Yes.
And they stuck onto the tigress.
Yeah,
She
we
was a
can
little
see
hurt.
that.
We immediately informed the forest department, and in the afternoon they came. They tranquilized her and removed the quills. That's how efficient the Madhya Pradesh Forest Department works in India.
That's great, sir. We need to take care. We need to. And if we come across, so why not?
Yes. And he's another handsome male from Bandhavgarh called the Mahaman male.
Wow.
Very handsome guy, very photographed also. Another picture of him drinking water.
Nice.
Another picture of a tiger emerging through the Sal woods.
Wow. Amazing.
This picture has won me many accolades. She's a famous tiger called.
This is the best. Which whatever we have, I find this is the best.
Thank you so much. This was in a cave. There are a lot of sandstone and limestone caves in Bandhavgarh.
Okay.
So the tigers usually take refuge in the summer months in those caves. So this picture is a mother and cub. They just woke up from a sleep, and that glazed look as elephants had come, tracking elephants. So that glazed look.
And look at, they are posing for you, huh?
Mother Nature has been very kind to me.
Yes.
This is from a park called Umred. How even on the tar roads, I wanted to showcase these pictures. How even on the tar roads, if there is not much disturbance, tigers do walk. So late evening shot, it was literally dark, but because of good equipment, I managed to get this picture.
Correct.
His name is C2.
C2. Okay.
Yeah. This is another. This female went from the. I have seen her as a cub in the Kolsa range of Tadoba. She traveled about 100-150 kilometers, and she settled down in Umred now, and she's a proud mother of cubs as well.
How could you recognize it's the same tiger?
Every tiger has distinctive coat pattern and facial markings.
Okay.
So it is very easy to
Identify.
any given tiger, like just like how there are marks on our hand.
Exactly.
Just like that. And facial markings also.
Okay. They do vary.
So we can make out with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
This was in a very less visited park called Nagzira. This is in Maharashtra. I was going to Raipur to catch the train from Tadoba. We got a call that my work is postponed. So we thought, why don't we stay back for another 2 days in Tadoba? We called, there were no safaris available. So Nagzira, we just saw a board there. It said Nagzira was 20 kilometers away. So we went there. Next day, we saw this beautiful female. Her name is Aishwarya, resting in the water one mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Same female. Now we have come to non-mammals. This is a majestic elephant tusker from the Nilgiris biosphere, which I wanted to showcase. Another tusker as well.
Wow.
It's an absolute treat for me, after tiger and leopard, maybe after tiger, to shoot a male tusker, a male elephant. They're very handsome beasts. This is a wild boar.
Okay.
This was shot in Bandhavgarh.
Yes.
He's a huge guy.
I know, can see that.
And you can see the horns. They're called tushes.
Yes.
They will rip out even a tiger. A tiger is also very circumspect of them.
Okay.
Yeah. This is an Indian roller, also colloquially called the Neelkant. It is the state bird of many states.
Is this Neelkant?
Neelkant, aka Indian roller.
Okay.
You can see it's with a grasshopper. It's with a grasshopper kill.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper kill.
Oh.
It is the state bird of many states.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, our national bird in all its monsoon glory.
Nobody can, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a nilgai.
Yes.
Nilgai, also called blue bull.
Yeah.
It's the largest antelope in India.
Right.
These are known as the whistling hunters, the wild dogs. Indian wild dog, also called dhol. They are very, 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 very aggressive. And if there's a pack of about 10, even a tiger will run away. They are such ruthless hunters. Wild dogs.
Okay.
There's another spotted deer in the early morning winter fog.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Cheetal. This is a crested serpent eagle.
Eagle, okay.
Yeah. This won me a lot of accolades for this picture. This is a very unique behavior of the spotted deer, where it tries to decorate itself with grass and horns and all that to impress on females, just to show off in front of the females to induce them for mating.
Okay.
Yeah, this is another behavioral pattern of spotted deer.
Right.
Same series. This is a serpent eagle.
Okay.
You can see the nictating membrane. The nictating membrane, as soon as it's eaten a kill,
Hmm.
the nictating membrane of that
Yes.
raptor comes down,
Okay. Mhm.
and you can see the eyes.
Yes.
It looks
yes.
as if it's blind, but
Right.
it can see. I will show you another picture. This is how the normally its eye is, and you can see it has just eaten a serpent. In the snake, it was before eating.
Okay. Oh.
This is the quintessential Kanha. This is what we call the beautiful forest. This was during sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So a sambar deer in that golden orange backdrop is one of the most beautiful parks in the world for me. Though I haven't been abroad.
Right.
Kanha National Park.
Beautiful.
This is another wild dog.
Oh,
Another picture.
scary.
After a dusk bath, the elephant rubs its body against the bark of the tree.
Okay.
That's another behavioral pattern. More or less, I have finished with my presentation of my pictures.
Okay. Okay, sir. It was like, I must say that, it was a safari. And going across, I have noted down the names, Maya, Choti Tara, Bunty Bubbly, Nona, Chota, Munna, Arrowhead, Ashwarya. It was nice to visit, and it was like sitting over here virtually. We have visited so many national parks because of you.
Yes,
At
yes.
Maharashtra, MP, Tamil Nadu. Even I have been, to this Kaziranga National Park.
That's a very beautiful
Yes.
part of
Lots
India.
of elephants over
And
there.
it's a World Heritage Site. It's
Yes.
a World Heritage.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And
The endangered one-horn rhino is there.
right.
The
Yes,
endangered
I
one.
saw that. Yes, we
Yes.
saw that. And plus, even in safari in Bangkok, so lovely it is. But the photographs which you have clicked, it's really inspiring. I must say that lovely
Thank you.
photographs, and you
Thank
have
you, sir.
captured those moments, which we common man do not notice. You have noticed those, and you have clicked those lovely pics. Awesome.
It was very, very difficult because I have thousands of pictures. I have
Right,
thousands of
right.
pictures. So selecting 40, 50 is very, very, very
I can
difficult.
understand.
That's
I
the
can
difficult part.
understand.
Yeah.
And every picture of yours must be very close to your heart, because every picture has a story.
Indeed.
Every picture has a story.
Exactly.
So it was
But
nice.
since
listening
time
to
was a constraint, I couldn't narrate the whole thing, but whatever I could, I did.
you. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So if you can stop sharing, then we can go
Yeah,
further
I will.
with it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I must say that the children, there was a silence when you were explaining. And that's an indication that the photographs were lovely, awesome. And the children were appreciating it when they were looking at it. So
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
you're really, and the thing is, I must say that you are brave enough to visit these places and then, click the photographs, because that requires lots of.
Actually, there is no. You don't have to be skeptical, or you don't have to be scared whatsoever to visit national parks to see a tiger.
Okay.
You give them privacy.
Yes.
They just don't. They
Okay.
just don't bother about you. They hardly lift up their face to see you. It is all a matter of discipline. You have to be quiet and you
Right.
have to be patient, because
Yes.
it's very, very difficult. You remember one thing: spotting and photographing, or even seeing
Right.
a tiger in the bushes is like finding a needle in a haystack. It is so difficult.
Right. Even when I went for this elephant safari, it was like you have to keep quiet and just see, because otherwise they run away.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Unfortunately, in India,
Yes.
a visit to a national park is people's conception is something like a picnic,
Right.
like a sightseeing thing. It's not sightseeing. You have to be a
Exactly.
nature lover. You have to be an animal lover, and
Yes.
you have to I come to your house, ma'am, and
Hmm.
if I start making a noise and littering your house, how will you feel? You'll feel bad.
Yes.
When we are going to a jungle, it's their home. We
Right.
have to learn to respect their privacy.
Very
If we
true.
don't know how to respect their privacy, better not go into the jungle. I think they're better off without us. The animals and our nature and our jungles are much better off without people who don't know how to respect our
Right.
nature.
We need to respect them and respect their privacy. No doubt you have a chance being human being, you can explore. But the thing is, we should not misuse that. That's
Exactly.
isn't it? We can have a question answer session.
Yeah.
Children, if you can raise your hand, we can start with the question answer session. Yes, Yash, you want to ask a question? Yash,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Only 1 minute.
yeah. Abuzar, you had raised your hand. Yes, Priyanshi, you come up with your question. Yes, Priyanshi.
Yes, sir. So my question was, while your photography, did you face any violent animal?
Violent animals in the Nilgiris biosphere, the elephant families, suppose they're with a calf, or if it's a solitary bull that is a little aggressive, there is a time of the year when elephants are in must. It's called must. So at that time, they're a little aggressive. Of course, they just try to mock charge. There has never been a full charge on it. There has been a mock charge. But elephants, when they're with their babies, they're very, very careful. They try to keep you away. They have been a little aggressive then, but never, of course, we have given them space. If you give them space and respect their privacy, not much of a problem. But with tigers and leopards, I've never faced aggressive behavior. Maybe once or twice, a little far off. That's all.
I think we need to keep that distance, and then we need to respect. We should not disturb them. That's
Exactly.
one of the reasons, isn't
That's
it?
as simple as that.
Right. Yes, Abuzar, come with your question, beta. Unmute yourself. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Okay. By that time, I'll come to.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, so I wanted to ask, sir, that for clicking a photograph, you need patience and flexibility.
Yes.
So, sir, have you done some training for that, or you have that skill from?
Yes. Actually, I have many gurus in my photographic journey. They have taught me many things. Photography is a very complicated business, but we have very good equipment now. Very good post-processing softwares are available. Of course, clicking a photograph, getting that action, you have to be very alert and attentive. Yes, there are. I have learned photography from many gurus, and there are people who teach photography lessons online.
Okay. Okay, fine. Costo?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Kostu Mukadam, and my question to you was, do you think before of taking an angle and clicking a photograph of any animal, or it's by the time, or on at that stage only, which angle you have to take, and how could you means this perfectly you can take a photograph?
It depends on which behavior the tiger is. Suppose if the tiger is sleeping, you don't have much choice. Suppose a tiger is drinking water, we can make angles. There is one called horizontal frame, one called vertical frame. Suppose you want to capture the habitat, you zoom out and you take a horizontal frame. Suppose if it's Kanha, or if in the background, if there are tall greenish trees, if there is a mountain, we take a vertical frame where the habitat is focused vertically. And if a tiger is walking and we are a solitary vehicle, we decide to we give the tiger a lot of place, and we place the vehicle in such a way where we try to get eye level shots.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on which position the tiger is and the behavior of the tiger.
Very true. You may
If it's
plan
walking,
something, but
if
the
it's
thing
walking, if it's drinking water, if it's sleeping,
is,
if it's sitting, it depends on that.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Depends on them basically, isn't it? Fine. Rudraksh, your question.
Hello,
please.
yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Rudraksh Bhargav. I am from class 10. Sir, I have a point and shoot camera at my home. So, sir, whenever I click photos of birds, whenever I get means whenever I go through them to drink, suppose they are drinking water, so they are coming in the morning. I try to click their photos. So, whenever I'm going to them silently, when I try to click their photos, they fly away. Why does it happen, sir? I try to walk tiptoe like, but it they fly away.
It depends on which bird you are trying to shoot. If it's a circumspect bird,
Like, sir,
it's really
I am clicking the photos of that pigeons and dove.
pigeons. Maybe since it's a point and shoot camera, you have to go close. You have no other go. So what I suggest is throw a few near the water or somewhere in place where you can photograph. Maybe your bedroom. Maybe your bedroom window, you try and put a few grains where they will be eating, and you can shoot if you are lucky enough.
That's a
to be
great
there.
idea.
Yeah.
Very true. You should be lucky enough also,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you see them, and the thing is, the moment you want to click, it flies off. So you have to be, and you have
Maybe
to understand.
you can put a few grains, maybe rice.
Right.
You can put some dal or something. They'll come and eat. You can click them.
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay, sir.
Yash,
Sir, myself, yes, sir, Uday. And I had a question that how we can opt for this career for.
Can you
wildlife
speak a little
photography.
louder, Yash? Can you speak a little louder, please?
Yes, sir. How we can opt for this course, sir, for wildlife
Sorry?
photography.
Wildlife photography, if you go online, there are free tutorials from many eminent photographers. One of the eminent photographers is Mr. Sudhir Shivaram. He has a lot of free tutorials. And if you have really interest and you are willing to devote time, there are tutorials that on payment basis also from Mr. Sudhir Shivaram.
okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Joy, are you there, beta? Okay. Anybody else? I think these questions will continue. There's no end to it because the students are excited. And what we'll do is, we'll take these questions from our children and we mail it to you. Right?
Please do. Please
so you can answer their questions because it's like class 1 to 10 and all of them are interested and want to ask a question. And it was nice listening to you, I must say. And yeah.
I am really grateful for inviting me, and a lot of children who are our future listening to my wildlife things, wildlife experience and all that. Two things. I would first of all, I would like to mention the name of my wildlife friend and my who's always with me, Manoj Kumar Reddy.
Okay.
He's always with me. He painfully post processes all my images. He takes a lot of care. I'm really grateful to him. Even 90% of my pictures are not possible without his effort and without his care. And as a token of appreciation, your love and affection, I will definitely send you a full-size picture of a very good tiger picture of mine to your school as a gift from my side.
Thank you.
A blown up print.
Okay, thank you so much. And
my pleasure.
Yeah, because see, sir, I'll say that you took so much of your time for all of us, and the thing is that it was a nice journey. Virtually, we could see so many animals all together, and that too clicked in such a nice manner. So thank you so much. And I request Shruti to give vote of thanks. Shruti.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to present the vote of thanks on behalf of Universal High School. A sincere thanks to our chairman, Mr. Jijis Lal, our director, Ms. Pinky Pujara, and our principal, ma'am, Ms. Seema Gupta, for giving us this opportunity to come together and learn from the valuable experiences of Shweta Kumar Rangarao. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable experiences and honoring this session by bestowing your inspirational thoughts and taking us through your journey. We are very grateful to have you with us, sir. Lastly, thank you to all the students and teachers who were part of this session.
A big thank you, Mr. Rangarao, and thank you to your colleague also, Mr. Manoj, who is there with you. So all the best for all future photographic sessions, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good day.
Good day. Children, you loved it?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you
Bye,
so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.